Nehemiah 13. On that day they read in the book of Moses in the audience of the people, and therein was found written that an Ammonite and a Moabite should not enter into the assembly of God forever, because they made not the children of Israel with bread and with water, but hired Balaam against them to curse them. Howbeit our God turned not curse into a blessing. And it came to pass, when they had heard the law, that they separated from Israel all the mixed multitude. Now, before this, Eliashib, the priest, who was appointed over the chambers of the house of our God, being a light, unto Tobiah, had prepared for them a great chamber, where aforetime they laid the meal offerings, the frankincense, and the vessels, and the tithes of the grain, the new wine, and the oil, which were given by commandment to the Levites, and the singers, and the porters, and the heave offerings for the priests. But in all this time I was not at Jerusalem, for it the 30th years of Artaxerxes, king of Babylon. I went unto the king, and after 13 days asked I leave of the king, and I came to Jerusalem, and understood the evil that Eliashib had done for Tobiah in preparing him a chamber in the courts of the house of God. And I grieved me sore, therefore I cast forth all the household stuff Tobiah out of the chamber that I commanded, and they cleansed the chambers, and these brought again the vessels of the house of God with the meal offerings and the frankincense, and I perceived that the portions of the Levites that had not been given them, so that the Levites and the singers that did their work were fled, everyone to his fields. Then contended with the rulers, and said, Why is the house of God forsaken? And I gathered them together, and set them in their place. Then brought all Judah the tithes of the grain, and the new wine, and the oil unto the treasuries, and I made treasurers over the treasuries, Shelemiah the priest, and Zadok the scribe, and of the Levites, Pedaiah, and next to them was Hanan the son of Zakur, Zachar, the son of Mattaniah, and for they were counted faithful, and their business was to distribute unto their brethren, remember me, O my God, concerning this, and wipe not out my hand, my good deeds that I have done for the house of my God, for the observances thereof in those days. So I in Judah some men treading wine presses on the Sabbath, and bringing in sheaves, and lading asses. There dwelt men of Tyre also therein, who brought in fish and all manner of wares, and sold on the Sabbath unto the children of Judah and in Jerusalem. Then I contended with the nobles of Judah, and said unto them, what evil thing is this that ye do, and profane the Sabbath day? Did not your fathers thus, and did not our God bring all this evil upon us and upon this city? Yet ye bring more wrath, wrath upon Israel by profaning the Sabbath. And it came to pass then, when the gates of Jerusalem began to be dark before the Sabbath, I commanded that the doors should be shut, and commanded that they should not be opened till after the Sabbath. And some of my servants set I over the gates, that there should not burden be brought in on the Sabbath day. So the merchants and sellers of the kind of wares, lodges without Jerusalem once or twice. Then I testified against them, and said unto them, why lodge ye about the wall? If ye do so again, I will lay hands on you. From that time forth came they no more on the Sabbath. And I commanded the Levites that they should purify themselves, and that they should come and keep the gates to sanctify the Sabbath day. Remember unto me, O my God, this also, and spare me according to the greatness of their loving kindness in those days. Also so in the Jews that had married women of Ashdod, of Ammon, and of Moab, and their children spake half of the speech of Ashdod, and could not speak in the Jews' language, but according to the language of each people. And I contended with them, and cursed them, and smote certain of them, and plucked of their hair, and made them swear by God. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by the things? Yet among many nations was there no king like him, and he was beloved of his God, and God made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, when him did foreign woman cause to sin, shall we then hearken unto you to do all this great evil, to trespass against our God in marrying foreign woman, and on one of the sons of Joiada, the son of Eliashib, the high priest, was son-in-law, the Sanballat the Horonite. Therefore I chased him from me. Remember them, O my God, because they have defiled the priesthood and the covenant and of the priesthood and of the Levites, thus cleansed I them from all foreigners, and appointed charges for the priests and for the Levites, everyone on his work, and for the wood offering at times appointed, and for the first fruits. Remember me, O my God, for good.